Hey guys, how are you all? My name is Harshit Devedi friends and I welcome you back to my video. So in this video friends, in very short time I will be discussing the why Sikhs didn't supported the revolt of 1857. Now this is a very important, not very important, but yes, there was very least involvement of Sikhs in the revolt of 1857. Why it was that I'm going to discuss. So this is presented by me, Harshit Devedi friends. If you want to follow me, you can follow me off Instagram. The link is given in the description box below. Also this video is in English. If you want to watch the Hindi version, the link of that is also given in the description box below. So let us start, friends. See, Sikh was a very daring community. It was very daring, and during the rule of Ranjit Singh, Sikhs was so powerful that the Britishers never dared to interfere in their internal affairs. But after the death of Raja Ranjit Singh, there were two Anglo-Sikh wars. First was in 1845 to 46. This is 46, I'm sorry. And the second was in 1848-49. And both of them, the Sikhs lost it. And the sixth province was merged in the British Empire. Now, after that, in 1857, obviously in 1848-49, they were being annexed into the British Empire. So it was very much fresh. So Sikhs should be antagonistic to the Britishers, but despite of that, they supported the Britishers in the 1857, and they didn't supported the rebels in the 1857 revolt. So why this happened? This is what I'm going to see, friends. Now, Britishers were very opportunist. When in these two wars were fought, Britishers saw that Sikh soldiers are very brave, they are very courageous, they are very daring. So Britishers thought that why shouldn't we recruit these Sikh soldiers in our British army? If they are going to form a part of our British army, it will going to be a big boost for us because they are very daring soldiers. So what Britishers did that they started recruiting Sikhs into their army in huge numbers. Now let's see that why Sikhs didn't support 1857 revolt. The very first thing you need to understand is, friends, that there was no such nation named as India at that point of time. At that point of time, it was small provinces, principalities, uh, small local affiliations were there of people. There was no such thing as India. India was formed because the British Empire was totally subjugated the Indian subcontinent, and obviously the Indian subcontinent combinedly rose against the British Empire, and that is why it became free and became a country. But at that point of time, there was no such nation as India, and the only nationality of a Sikh at that point of time that he is a Punjabi. Okay, and as a Punjabi, when Anglo-Sikh wars were fought, the British army defeated them. Now, who was comprising this British army? British soldiers were very less. They were Maratha soldiers, Rajput soldiers, Awadh soldiers, Bengal sepoys were there. So these Sikhs were very much antagonistic to these sepoys. They thought that these sepoys belong to other provinces, other principalities, other states, and they have came on our holy land and have offended us. So Sikhs were very much offended by these people. They were very simple people. They were not able to understand that it is actually Britishers who is doing all these things. These soldiers were fighting just for the amount of money, just for the sake of employment that they were getting in the army. Okay, but Sikhs thought that these people are responsible for their subjugation. Okay, now next thing, when huge number of British soldiers, Sikh soldiers, was recruited in the British army, Sikhs thought that as the sepoys from the other provinces have came on our land and have offended, have defeated us, now we will get a chance with the support of the Britishers to go into their provinces, their land, their state, and offend them, defeat them. That is why you can see in the revolt of 1857, maximum sepoys come from the Bengal and Awadh region. So because of the fact that the sepoys in the rebel sepoys in the revolt of 1857 was primarily from Awadh and Bengal region, the Sikh soldiers and the Sikh principalities didn't supported the rebels in the revolt of 1857. One more important thing was that when Britishers recruited Sikhs in huge numbers into their army, Britishers were very cunning. They knew that until and unless they are going to respect the religious sentiment of Sikhs, the Sikhs are not going to support them. So they started supporting the religious sentiments of Sikhs, and the Sikhs were allowed to wear the five emblems of Sikhism, and they were allowed to obey their cultural requirements. Everything was allowed to them. Full religious tolerance was there. So obviously, Sikh soldiers came close to the British administration. Then what happened in the 1857 mutiny? That what the sepoys did, they didn't know anything. So they straightforward went to Delhi, and when they reached Delhi, they proclaimed that time Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah as the emperor. Now, when Mughal Emperor was declared as the king, this was not liked by the Sikh people, the Sikh soldiers, the Sikh hated Mughals. They never wanted Mughals to come back in power again. And here the Mughal emperor was proclaimed as the king. So this was not at all liked by the Sikh soldiers. So that was one more reason that they didn't wanted the Mughal autocracy to come back. That is why they also didn't supported the 1857 revolt. However, you very well know that what was the power of the Mughal emperor at that point of time. Mughal emperor was as good as nothing at that point of time. Also, Sikhs were given an employment is such huge number. Now they had something to eat, that good decent standard of living, because they had a fixed source of income now. They were 2% of the total population of British India, and they formed 30% of the British army. So they were getting employment in huge number. So that is why also they were supporting the Britishers, and you will see that in huge numbers these Britishers are going to go in the World War I and World War II, and they will also die there in huge numbers. So this was the reason why Sikhs didn't support the 1857 mutiny, which is also known as the First War of Independence. So I hope this video was clear to you, friends. If it was clear to you, kindly like this video, subscribe to my channel. If there is a problem, kindly tell me to the comment box below. You can also dislike the video, and please share these videos to more and more of your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.